Hey everybody, I'm Jelani.
I'm Brooks.
And I'm Jordan.
And together we're Go Figure Reviews. And for today, we are in a lovely home. And it's Jordan's home. And we're doing another house tour. This is house tour number 2. And we're going to go through his lovely home. And of course, Jordan, tell us a little bit about yourself. And, you know, you're a friend of the show, so.
Oh, yeah. Well, my name is Jordan Condery. I'm the singer of a band called Better Hell and a singer of another band called Even the Dead Love Parade. I'm also the manager at Replay Toys here in Huntsville, Alabama.
Yeah.
And I've been a figure collector for as long as I can remember. So it's even while out on tour, I would go, you know, have the gophers at the venues and stuff actually take me around the city to find like cool toy places and stuff. And, you know, my bunk in the bus would essentially just be like, I'd have to sleep with my feet curled up because there would just be boxes of figures taking up my entire bunk. Nice. So while, you know, some of the other guys are out kind of partying and stuff, I was curled up in the back going, this is so cool. Like just kind of grail hunting and stuff. So
yeah, man. And you are a toy hunter extraordinaire.
Oh, yeah.
You find toys in the past and
I do enjoy
a lot of other people. So, I mean, I'm glad you're out here in this game, and your collection is extensive and gorgeous.
Well, thanks, man.
And we are about to go through all of it. So if you guys want, you know, stick around, give us a few minutes.
I mean, if you started watching this video, I would assume you would want to see beyond the intro.
There's a thing or two.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some. The best part is yet to come.
Yeah. So, you know, let's get to it, guys, and let's watch this tour go down.
Heard.
All right, and of course, Jordan, we're here for you, man. Show us what you got.
Starting off, we have my Halloween collection. I'm a massive Carpenter fan. Anybody who knows me knows I absolutely adore Carpenter.
Yes.
We have everything from the giant NECA, the Sideshow, 6-scale Michael, both MEZCO releases. And of course, I had to get a couple of different versions of the NECA Ultimate so I could kind of recreate little scenes. All the steel books right here, part 78 and Halloween 2 masks, my little nerdy pin collection as well. Got some Edmundston prints, and yeah, I'm a huge Michael fan. I always have been.
Absolutely gorgeous, man.
If there were as many real Michaels in the world as there are Michael figures in this room, we'd all be dead.
Yeah.
The human race
it'd
would
be
be
a bummer.
extinct. It'd just be a bunch of Michaels standing around.
I also found some pretty rad little pinups at a Halloween store that I decorated the door with. Got the knives, got the rehauled 2018 mask is one of my favorite pieces in the collection. I think whoever did that just did an outstanding job. See, the Trick or Treat Studios mask, it had the sculpt. The sculpt was there, but the paint job was pretty rough. So I got this professional artist to rehaul it, and now it is just absolutely the way it should look.
It's very nice.
So I'm very, very stoked about that. All right, I guess kind of moving on, we have the They Live, continuing kind of my Carpenter stuff.
I love They Live.
And then, of course, one of the greatest films of all time, The Thing.
Of course.
I was really...
You're a bit of a NECA collector.
I am. I love NECA. I love horror. And of course, we've got the Comic-Con exclusive, which I was just blown away they made this figure.
Yeah.
The Comic-Con exclusive poster art, The Thing figure that I absolutely love. They even did it where the fractals come out. This actually lights up. If you want to check that out real quick. It is neat. They did such an incredible job on it.
Oh,
whoa.
Nice.
Isn't that rad?
That is so clean.
So there we are. The actual, you know, poster come to life.
I can't believe they made this.
Yeah, it's just phenomenal.
Absolutely.
Then we have the another really cool piece. I've got the vinyl collections that they released through Sacred Bones for the soundtracks. Is anyone who knows Carpenter stuff knows what a phenomenal composer he is.
Absolutely.
Just how they set the vibe of each film, each scene. It's one of his just absolute strong points as a filmmaker. But also, kind of popping down here in the overflow, we have the special Shout Factory limited edition Burnt Chucky from Child's Play 2, which I absolutely adore. I think they did a phenomenal job. The box it comes with is all burnt.
Nice. Yeah.
Second row, we just kind of have a mixture of all, horror continuing. We've got Pinhead, It, Ghostface, 3 different versions of Leatherface. Yeah, I still need to find part 2 Leatherface and Chop Top for my collection. I am hoping and kind of holding out that NECA is going to give us an ultimate of both coming up. Moving on, we have, of course, Evil Dead, Sam, more.
King, baby.
Hail to the King.
Man.
Different
So
Chucky and Tiff, Roy, Jason himself, Freddy versus Jason, then of course a very underrated film, in my opinion, that's finally starting to get its due, American Werewolf.
Yeah.
Then
American Werewolf in London is absolutely
it is. It's phenomenal. The Kessler Wolf they did is just so beautiful. The sculpt on that is wonderful. And then the Nightmare Demons too give you a lot of options. As I'm going along, I need to actually grab 2 more so I can do the complete set. Yeah, I've only got 2 right now and put my 2 favorite heads on them, but each one comes with the ability to be one of the 4. Then going up even further, we have Godzilla versus Kong. I used to watch this film over and over at my grandparents' house when I was little. So when NECA came out with it, I had to grab this particular Godzilla especially. That's actually a MEZCO King Kong they did, but it scales great with it.
It does.
And then so far, we have the Universal monsters that have been released that I've been able to get. Creature is obviously next on my list, but got Bride, got Frankie, Dracula, Invisible Man, Wolfman, and Mummy so far.
Yeah. And then the boxes. I'm glad you kept these boxes.
Oh, yeah, the box art just adds so much to them. I had to use it as a backdrop for them.
They are amazing.
The original poster art's just so gorgeous. And down here, on top of my old Lowry organ here, we have the MEZCO 112 collection. They're original property characters. They've actually really dug in and done some really cool character work and stories, especially with Doc Nocturnal and Atticus Doom here. They've really taken a lot of time to develop and flesh out the character, like Doc Nocturnal comes with a big actual like magazine style comic that gives you so much information and backstory. There's a lot of depth to the character, and I've actually been a huge fan of him. The Nosferatu they did is outstanding.
He looks amazing.
Yeah. Then of course we have Baron Bins. They're kind of Aquaman-ish meets Black Manta meets kind of 1950s dive guy. All combined together, but the MEZCO 112 like original property stuff, the Rumble Society as they call it, has actually been really, really fun to collect and a lot to dive into character-wise. I was really impressed with the effort they put into it. All right, and moving over to the other side of the room, we've got my kind of Terminator and RoboCop area right here, all NECA stuff, because they've absolutely just killed it with the ultimates of the T1, T2 stuff, and then of course there's the Linda Hamilton 2-pack that came with John Connor, Mr. Furlong. The accessories, everything, they just did an outstanding job. And of course, when I was a kid, the Kenner Terminator right here, the redux they did of this actually just really got me stoked because I used to adore the original Kenner version of this, pink shirt and all.
Yeah, that is a sweet shirt.
Yeah, they did a phenomenal job reimagining that.
Your pink shirt, give it to me.
Give it to me now. Moving on, we got the amazing freaking thing NECA did, the Alien vs. Predator collection here.
And all of your I think you own all of these. I'm pretty sure you have.
I'm missing one. I'm missing Bull. I'm missing Bull and I'm missing Youngblood. Those are the only 2 that I really, really actually need.
And the fact you know the names.
Yeah. But of course, we've got the 3 brothers. We've got Scar. We've got Chopper, and then we've got old Celtic here, the one who actually should have survived. The 3 brothers that we started the film with, and then that were instantly killed off by Grid here. And we have Ancient, the Ancient Elder right here in all his souped up glory. But the attention to detail that they did with these is just outstanding. I'm the biggest Alien and Predator, I guess, kind of say Weyland-Yutani verse collector. Probably anybody knows in the area. Yeah, this is the very tip of the iceberg. So, moving up, we of course have we have My Lost Tribe. We also have the trophy room display behind them that NECA only did a couple hundred of, complete with all the skulls.
I have all the things, man.
I did used to have the whole original releases of all of these, but the way that NECA actually got permission to take each character and kind of elaborate on each one's lore, character, and personality is just phenomenal. I love that each one has more character to them. There's some depth to each of them now. They're not just individual cool looking predators, but they go. If you check out the back of the boxes for the new Ultimates, they go in a lot more detail about each one's kind of personality traits, why they are the way they are. And yeah, so I was more than actually happy to rebuy every single one because each one at least doubled in accessory, sculpt, and most importantly, which I'm a huge fan of, storytelling.
Yeah.
And moving over here, let's move old Mikey out of the way. We're going on to Predator.
Wow. I didn't see the scant one. That's nice.
Yeah, him about to kill old Hawkins right there. Yep. We have, the jungle hunter himself coming out of the water, facing off with Arnold, or about to.
One ugly motherfucker.
Claiming his trophy. And then, of course, I love to utilize the backdrops from the packaging that NECA gives us. I think it can add your display a lot of character.
It does. It does. You display it very well, man.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
And then, of course, next to Predator, we have Predators. We have the 3 Super Predators with Hound.
Of course.
I'm honestly still waiting on NECA to re-release these in Ultimate form. I think these are phenomenal, but I think just imagining all the new articulation could give them, and probably doing the same they did with the Lost Tribe, maybe getting permission to go in depth a little bit more with each one's character and lore. I think that would be rad, but I'm super happy to have these because they are super hard to find, and if you do find them complete in good condition, they're like, at least around 100 to 150 each. So, yeah.
Get them.
Moving up.
There's more?
Yeah.
But wait.
Yeah, there's a lot of Alien and Predator here. Bear with me.
Yeah.
All right, we have right here, these are the concept Xenos that were originally supposed to be in the nest in Aliens.
Wow.
They were like the egg caretakers, the albino Xeno. So that's just kind of a little concept area. Also, in the back right here is the concept white original big chap that they originally had planned, but they felt it didn't look great on camera. And also, it kind of showed being all white showed flaws a little bit more to the suit design, so they decided to go with black, which I'm grateful they did.
Yeah.
Moving on, we have Resurrection. We have the newborn. Yeah. We have the newborn in all its grotesque glory. About to hug mama. We have the warrior alien from there doing its little swim. And then, moving on again, Alien 3, whole setup.
Wow.
Ripley about to, take a back dive, a back bump into the lava.
That's right. And she should, because she's got that alien in her belly.
And I'm stoked they actually did these. They did a concept baby queen. There were rough cuts that actually, they kind of had puppet work going for these, but it never made it. So I'm glad they did. There is the queen chest buster right there. Once again, there was a rough cut where actually when she fell into the lava, the queen actually did come out of her chest before she hit, and that's what you saw. Little Bambi burster. Queen face hugger.
Wow.
That was also cut from one of the cuts.
I cannot believe you have all of these little pieces from these movies.
The poor Rottweiler, which is, once again, in one cut, it's a Rottweiler that gets the face hugger, and then the other one, it's an ox.
Yeah.
An ox?
Yeah, they have ox on the prison planet that would haul scrap and stuff. So in one of the cuts, it's an oxen, but in the major cut, or the theatrical release cut, it was the Rottweiler. Then we have that infamous shot of the, well, at least I tried to make the infamous shot of the alien getting all up and close and personal with Ripley. And then in the background, I kind of did with the silver painted one. I kind of made it to where he's looking up and the molten steel's falling on him. So yeah, there's Alien 3. Moving on. Covenant, which I know gets a lot of crap, but I actually enjoyed it. I love the...
one of the few.
Hey, I enjoy it. It doesn't take a lot. I enjoy a lot of films. I mean, there's obviously a lot of things wrong with it. I love the protomorph design. I think it was really skeletal and creepy. I love the egg design, the facehugger design. And then, of course, the neomorph was pretty freaking neat. And then moving on, we have Prometheus, the very hard-to-find Deacon figure, the trilobite attacking the engineer. Yeah, basically the whole 9 yards. We've got our little worm friends that for some reason, he decided to touch.
Why do you touch things?
I don't know. The black canister of the black goo.
Let's take our helmets off.
Yeah.
Let's touch things,
Yeah.
But I enjoyed them for all their faults. I enjoyed them. We have the original NECA turtles from the first film, which, they did an outstanding job. We've got the Raph and Casey 2-pack.
Damn! Yes, fine.
I've got
all these too. The problem is, they are all in boxes.
Yeah. I keep all the boxes, but I have to get them out and have to display them.
Yeah.
Then moving on, we have Toka and Razor with Shredder, and then we've got Super Shredder.
Like special ordered ones.
Yeah, you had to order them direct from NECA. And hiding behind them are, of course, the couple foot soldiers we got.
Back.
And then big old Super Shredder, Kevin Nash, Big Sexy himself.
Did they never do a Master Tatsu?
No, he won't get the likeness rights. His family will not do it. Yeah. So people have been creating custom ones and printing off custom head sculpts you can order. But the Tatsu family just will, the actor's family will not do it, and they don't know why. All right, continuing on. We've got all the cool, boxes that I kept from the Lost Tribe with all the rad artwork. Gremlins hanging out. Of course, we got the Spider Gremlin right over here, which is one of the most epic. I'm very happy they're re-releasing the Bat Gremlin because I still don't have the Bat Gremlin, so that re-release is very good for me.
Much needed.
Yeah, and we got Greta, Stripe, all the funness. We got Mikey here hanging out, being my mic, mic cover for my recording area. And then right here, I didn't have room over there, but this is the original release of my favorite Rumble Society character, Doc Nocturnal. He also, like I said, he came with this rad comic, big magazine-sized comic that gives all this backstory and literature on all his adventures and all the cool tech he uses. Oh, wow. Yeah, there's a whole
goes into this.
MEZCO. Yeah, they even go into there's a diagram of his entire hideout and his lair and all that. Then they came with these awesome art cards. They went all out. Art cards they did that I put them in frames because they're freaking gorgeous. They did an incredible job. My little thing for good luck here, my little Joe Bob Halloween action figure because he's a damn American treasure.
That's right, man.
All right, moving on. We've got the Halloween couch or the Halloween little lounger there. More prints that I love. Alien, that's a limited release Covenant print that they did based on the artwork in David's Lair, which I love. A Jason X signed by Kane Hodder. Nice! Because it's the most absurd. Yeah.
It's got the best deal in all of them.
All right, so right here we have my Masters of the Universe area. Very nice. I've kind of had to, slim it down some recently to I've got, of course, the Origins, Evil Warrior section here. And, but other than that, I've kind of, slimmed it down to my top, essentials. My top 4 favorites, which are, of course, Man-at-Arms, Duncan, and then Trapjaw, Skeletor, and Faker. So that's what majority of my collection entails right now. Trapjaw by Mondo is coming in 2 months. I am so ecstatic for it because it is going to be insane. And then I also put in the pre-order for the new deluxe Mondo Skeletor, which is just going to be absolutely nuts. I had the original release, but I decided to let go of it to make room for the new deluxe version with the new sculpt that I like better.
And these Mondos are so detailed.
They are absolutely insane. I do truly think they are the greatest Master of the Universe figures ever made. And this Man-at-Arms, all the option weaponry he comes with a different head sculpt where he has his helmet on. Mm-hmm. He's got all these different hands to show different, him giving orders or saying charge. And, he just, everything about it, the attention to detail that the artist went into is nuts, but they also put kind of their little flavor and spin on it, to give them a little more, to make it theirs, to really take ownership of it and, be creatively satisfied themselves. But of course, I've got, some of the classics, which is, still revered as like the greatest, Motu line ever made. But Man-at-Arms, 2 versions of him, and then I've got, Battle Armor Skelly, Trapjaw, and Faker up there on the middle up top. One of my favorite was the Comic-Con exclusive, Faker with Duplicat.
I like his eyes.
I've never heard of Duplicat.
Yeah, they did an amazing job on that one. I know it's blasphemy, but I had to open it and pose it. But the box it comes in is really pretty. Like the
is it robotic?
The box actually has like this velvety feel to it, and the artwork and everything's really, really rad. So this is kind of my Master of the Universe area. It's very, like I said, Skeletor, Trapjaw, Faker, Man-at-Arms heavy with a whole, Evil Warrior set up in the middle there to at least represent them all once.
Very nice.
So yeah. Get to medical! This is my Aliens part of my Aliens display, one of my favorite scenes where they're, trying to escape and also
Game over, man. Game over.
Right before poor Hudson ends up, sacrificing himself to try and keep them at bay. And then, of course, here, I'm going to turn this light on. So Mr. Paul Reiser is about to get his just desserts right there.
He needs to go. Little Newt.
Yeah, little Newt. Ripley, this way.
These look great.
Like I said earlier,
it's very extensive. Like I said, you have full dioramas. That's why I'm so impressed with your collection.
I like it. It's fun to make and just try and like using the backgrounds from, the NECA boxes and stuff.
Right.
Then up here, of course, we have when they first encounter them, walking into the nest and the cooling system.
Love them back.
Them coming out of the woodwork.
Yeah, absolutely insane, man. I mean, the fact you have all these Marines, too.
I wish they'd make more. I was hoping they'd make Apone eventually and, of course, make Drake. But the actor who plays Drake still hasn't given them the rights to use his face, so the only Drake we've gotten so far is the Kenner remake. But, yeah, it's unfortunate. But, hey, at least we got Vasquez, Hudson, and Hicks, of course.
Yep.
So, and then Frost back there about to get set on fire.
No Newt, though.
Huh? Newt's down there? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Dude.
Newt's grabbing Ripley's hand and running away. Then going up, we have Alien, the one that started it all.
Everybody.
Yeah. There we go. Where they find him?
Good grief. I didn't know. I mean, like the fact you have all of these. It's just, it still blows my mind.
Yeah, NECA did a really cool thing. They did the Cinemachines line. It didn't last long, but I love it. And they're actually really hard to find now, but they did the Derelict. They did the Engineer, Space Jockey. And then they did the Narcissist up here. But I've got different scenes going on. Ash attacking Ripley, about to try and shove the paper down her throat. Poor Brett about to get murdered while looking for Jonesy. There's little Jonesy right there. Jonesy actually goes right here.
The best character in Alien.
That's right.
Then we got Parker, and we got the really rad Bloody Xeno release they did.
Wow.
And then moving up, the infamous, get away from her, you bitch scene.
Yeah, man.
Also, furthering the Cinemachines line, we have, the APC right there, and of course, the really hard to find dropship, and it actually comes with a mini APC that comes out the back.
That is insane.
Isn't that cool? But then,
Really
of course,
cool.
we got Bishop split in half right here, and then basically these little boxes and stuff I'm using, as you see, came from this line of Star Wars blind boxes that came with a bunch of sand in it, and you dug through the sand to find like a skull. It'd be like a Hutt skull or a Rodan skull or a Zabrak skull, and they were just handy, and they look like something that's right out of a Weyland-Yutani cruise ship. So I use them a lot. Just little boxes and little stuff like that.
But looking at like all of this, I mean, it's absolutely insane. Like the amount of time and effort that you put into these, man. I'm very impressed with this.
Thanks, man. It's one of my favorite displays, and of course, crowning it at top is my Michael Bain sealed, signed Hicks figure.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Then
He was here in Huntsville.
Yeah, that's where I got it.
Yeah.
I was free. It was cool because he actually wrote the Even the Dead logo on the table, and I walked by the table later and he was actually listening to us on his phone while he was signing autographs. So I kind of geeked out about it. We got prints. Just I love collecting art prints as well, as y'all will see. I'm big on collecting Aliens, Halloween, any Carpenter movie prints. I'm huge about. Moving on, kind of like my mini Star Wars area, we have my Clone Wars generals with Grievous. We've got, Mando Boba area. We've got bounty hunters. And then we have the almighty Clone Wars Season 7 display with Maul, Rex, Ahsoka, and of course the different clone troopers behind them.
Black Series. Very, very consistent.
Because Maul, Ahsoka, and Rex are the holy trinity of Star Wars.
Rex is one I've always wanted, but I can never find him.
Yeah, he's very expensive now, so hopefully we'll get an archive re-release too. I was lucky enough to have 2 of them.
Yeah, Bane's another one I need to get.
Hey, on Amazon right now, the Bad Batch badass like Cad Bane figure is like $25.
Really?
Yeah, worth it. Which you'll see in here.
Is that the one that comes with Toto?
No, that was only a Comic-Con exclusive release. We got the 2 original Darth Maul figures up there from that very oversaturated Phantom Menace line. I know. Yeah. I love them. I still love them. I had them both. Yep, same here.
I understand, man. All right. There we go. All right. Just
so for me, I'm in my mid-30s. Growing up, Shadows of the Empire was my big Star Wars.
That's right.
Yeah. Shadows of the Empire was like the big release, for me growing up. It's actually, as a little kid, it's what got me into Star Wars heavily. Mm-hmm. The first time I saw this 2-pack at Walmart, I went, that is so cool. I need to know about these characters. That is literally the moment I got into Star Wars, was walking through Walmart with my dad, seeing this 2-pack and going, that is the coolest looking character ever. And then from then on, it was just a deep dive. And of course, I've got the original Slave 1 and the Outrider with Dash and Boba inside. They are both straight out of the box. I still have the boxes that are pristine in my closet in there. Fun fact, the Outrider has like 76 stickers you have to put on.
Whoa.
It took me an hour to put on all the stickers.
Excessive.
Yeah. But God, it was fun. I was so glad I found those, and I found them for like a crazy low price. And